Hello, board members. How we doing this fine Sunday afternoon? Well, I hope. As it is Puzzle Sunday, we have returned to the world of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy last week, and we're going to continue with it. We played through the tutorial trial in the form of playing as our dead mentor and friend Mia, at her first case as like a junior lawyer. We basically proved that a woman murdered one of our friends who was also a lawyer. It's complicated. But after that, I don't know what's going to happen next. Just use the word excuse me when you reach for something instead of just like rubbing your elbow on the side of my face, please. It just where was it? It was this one. You gotta tell me these things. And I gotta show it to you. If you don't see it, what's even the point? Beep, beep, beep. See, and this is the intrepid detective. We made it. What a relief. Glad Jewel is still safe. Detective. The gumshoe himself. That's it. We'll be opening the tape just to double check. I mean, it's impressive he was able to rob this thing. That's so silly. Yeah, mask. Wait, it actually changes when they zoom in. It was Mask Delasco or something in the long shot, but in the close shot, it's Mask Damask. Wait, what is it? Wait, is it gonna show that again? Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. Yeah, we know. I'm curious if this is gonna turn out that like that's a puppet, like it's just a balloon, and it's to throw everyone off to think he's flying away when in reality he escaped like 10 minutes ago. Hey now, I can't see it on audio only. Fair. Yeah, it's mask to mask here, but in that long shot it actually says mask Delantes or something. D-E-L-L something. Alright, here we go. This young lady here is Maya Faye. This younger sister of Mia Faye, my friend and mentor. This is the thing I called earlier. I first met her 2 years ago. Wait. Oh, okay. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I was like, "Wait, what do you mean you only met Mia 2 years ago?" But he means he met Maya 2 years ago at Mia's death. I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. It's true. She loves eating other people's food and kind of generally just stealing things. Hey, who are you calling shady? She's a little bit of a kleptomaniac. And this little girl is Pearl Faye, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. She's also incredibly naive because she grew up in this little village, so she doesn't understand like modern things. Like, she barely understands cell phones and stuff. Names? Yes, lots of names. Crane Village is the home of the mysterious Crane channeling technique. Maya here is the daughter of the Crane Schools of Channeling's master. Kurain, Churain. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. I mean, we got it committed into record with the court system that magic is real. So yeah, it's real. Earth and Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Sigh, looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster. A poster from the Treasure of Crane exhibit. Treasure exhibit poster added to the court record. I cannot imagine. October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordy Taylor main exhibit hall. I cannot wait to use that in court. I know we're going to. Lordy Taylor. The city's fanciest and most expensive department store? Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Treasures of Crane. Okay. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse? Alright. I guess we should go and say hello. Oh, tell me this is the guy who's... Tell me this, he's the one that's dead. It's gotta be that fast. I think I remember this old folding screen here. Pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence. In that murder case that happened in Karain Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The six-leaf Karain's sacred writings of folding screen. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? Yeah, this got a bullet hole down here in it. Well, if this is the same front, I don't know. Down on the one of the bottom corners is a bullet hole that proved that Maya wasn't the one who attempted to kill the person they accused her of. What's this thing? There's a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is an age? No wonder nobody likes museums. Wow. Shots fired, team. Shots fired. Oh, Mystic Maya, look. I can't believe it. Ah, it's so cute. It's a little diorama of Karain Village. Yeah, look at that. But somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fay Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. Kind of want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. Fair. Don't touch the exhibits, please, even if they're your property. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. Maybe that's where the... I can't look at that separately. I was wondering if maybe it would tell me what that was, like, separately, but no. Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 ways to save money. Huh? I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. It's true. It really is. I guess technically the exhibit isn't ready yet since they're like a week... they're in here a week early, so it makes sense some of this stuff isn't done. Alright, let's move on. To the basement warehouse. Where nothing bad will happen. October 11th, Lordy Taylor Basement Warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright. Why? Why have him state that? This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster. You were right. Huh? A monster? Oh, it's her. I thought she was in jail for attempted murder. I swear that she was the manager for a celebrity, and the celebrity hired a hitman to kill another celebrity she was dating, unrelated to the relationship. But there was accusations of her attempting to also murder someone, so I thought she went to jail. I could add a few. Add a few what? Oh, ways to save money? Yeah. I believe you. It's a whole... You could add a whole second tapestry to that, I bet. Good evening. It's good to see you again. You... I know you. I don't remember what her name is. Her problem is that she, well, she has very little self-respect. So she has a tendency to, like, glob onto people and, like, hyperfixate on them. Haha, nice to see you again, too, little miss. Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Oh, right. Maya was kidnapped by the assassin during that whole trial, so Maya never met this woman. Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. There we go. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Well, what are you doing out of jail? Tell me about yourself. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Listen, Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. What? Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further? Okay, Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. Oh, okay. So it's been 7 months since the last one. Got it. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Again, I thought you went to jail. I swear she went to jail. She was going to get like a light sentence because it turned out all she did was like attempt to blackmail someone or something, but I swear she went to jail. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Phew, that's a relief. Lordy Taylor. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordy Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. Wow, that's impressive, actually. The work on display in the main exhibit hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. Sounds good. So what is it with that face she's making? That's a great question. Let's examine, shall we? This area kind of reminds me of the parking lot from the first one where Edgeworth was accused of killing a guy. What do we got? What do we got? Show me the things I can interact with. Ooh, camera. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. I don't know if that necessarily works in this situation, but all right. This computer, it looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. The data from the camera gets uploaded to the computer here. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. For the time, I guess. Sure. It looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Ah, I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Well, it's a hamburger stand. We've seen a big sign like that that says hamburger on it when we were at the what was it called? Like Ben's Big Top Fair or whatever it was called? Circus? Barry Big Top Circus or whatever? Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something. I kind of doubt it. Ah, I've got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. Why are you talking about food? Oh, wait. That's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think? Okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled in your reasoning. What? Technology? Yeah. I think you're a little bit behind, Ika. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Oh, ladder? Look, a ladder. Oh god, it's a step ladder, isn't it? That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact conversation before somewhere? Oh god! Oh, God, why? Alright, how do I go slide it over, team? Oh, okay. Okay, this looks a little different. Organic? Organic what? It says Organi. Spaghetti burger? I mean, I'd try it. I need a spaghetti burger. Dang, I could make a spaghetti burger. I got a, what do you call them? I got an air fryer for Black Friday. And so I've been air frying things. Now I'm tempted to make spaghetti burger with an air fryer. I don't know how you do that, but I'm willing to try, and that's what's important. It says origami. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? Oh. Organize. Huh. Statue? Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Ami, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the crane channeling technique, Ami Faye. Ami Faye? Ami Faye. That almost sounds French. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Ami Faye's golden statue. A statue the founder of the crane channeling technique is holding the... She chai shaitu? Look, there is a word in here. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that part correctly. I have now refreshed. Okay. Okay. There's a word here that's made up of several letters, and part of them is a bad word, and I don't know how to pronounce this. She chai shito. I'm going to go with shito. I'm going to say that this O at the end also causes this to change its like the way you inflect this I. So a she chai shito. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? I don't remember what these kind of swords are called. Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. Words? Yes. Especially foreign words. That thing is the crane Shichai Shaito. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. It looks like it's made out of jade. And if it's made out of jade, it's probably enough. It probably weighs enough that you could probably very badly hurt someone with it. Ah, phooey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Wait. Haha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Okay, I was about to ask the same thing. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Haha, shall we head upstairs then? Haha. After the pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. I kind of wasn't done looking around in the warehouse, but all right. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined, oh God, that the very next day something terrible would happen. Is she gonna be the one who gets murdered, or is she the one who's gonna get accused of murdering someone again? October 12th, 10:09 a.m. Wright & Co. Law offices. Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. That's fine, Pearl. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief Mask Damask. Mask? The mask? According to a spokesperson, Lord Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. I'm trying to see if this mouth looks familiar, but I don't think so. Like, the over-the-top gaudiness of this outfit reminds me of the Maximilian guy, but other than that, he doesn't look familiar. Max Masks, yeah. Max Mask, Damask. Damask. Lordy Taylor. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lordy Taylor. You don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask Damask. I love they keep the star in here for when they say his name. Our most valuable treasure. The Crane Sacred Urn. Stolen! What? Okay. Secret Urn. Refresh my memory a little. What's this Sacred Urn? It's only the most important treasure in Crane Village. That's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. Yeah, it's like the main part of the poster. Remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Ame Faye, the founder of the Crane channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought the urn had the name Ame written on it. Well, it did before it got broken. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well, see, there are some things best left unsolved. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? Have to pronounce the star? Oh, Mask Star Damask? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Crane Village, Maya's hometown. The Sacred Urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. Sacred Urn added to the court record. One of the treasures of Crane Village, supposedly priceless, it looks like a plain old pot. Last year's incident? Oh, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything. It's true. For the second time? I think it was the second time she was arrested for murder. 1 year ago, the murder in Crane Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. And this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Ame on it. Yeah, she was playing with her nickel samurai ball and broke it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Ame, it says I am. Looks like something is on fire. Just has 3 fire trucks past me. Ugh. What's the weather like up there? I feel like I haven't gotten a weather report in a while. Usually the one podcast I listen to with all the guys from where you live, that's not the South, despite what Elk says. Kansas. I feel like I haven't heard any news reports from them in a couple of weeks. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. I can't believe it myself. What to do? Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I didn't see how. The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Crane School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Oh, okay. I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah. And get the Sacred Urn back. But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. That's something that has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. Kansas, yes. It's like 40 today? Oh, God. It was that cold this morning for me. I think it was like 46 when I got in the car. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask star to mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask star to mask. Okay. That happens. Let's see, how's the plant doing? Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Maya finally really loved her. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. Must be nice to be a plant, being able to just sit in the sun and photosynthesize. Hey Nick, no time for daydreaming. That's right. So Nick, no time for daydreaming. Oh man, until I find that urn, they're not gonna give me a second apiece. Alright, well let's get going then, I guess. I'm assuming we can move... Okay, the exhibition hall. That's why I'm going for a walk. 40 is pretty warm. Law detective? Yeah, the law detective, yeah. 40 is pretty warm. That's why I'm going for a walk. Oh, if you say so. I guess you're probably used to it. And when it gets this cold, I'm not used to it. I own like one jacket. October 12th, Lordy Taylor main exhibition hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Oh, God, it's him. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh, no, not him again. It's Detective Gumshoe. It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here? All right, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little Missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it, alright? And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. That's not my fault. That's just what it wrote on the paper. I'm just wearing a sweater, a broken sweater, actually. Broken? How did you break a sweater? Are the buttons missing? Or is it like a zip up and the zipper doesn't work? Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess. How's it going, Dick? What happened? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. She's just so nonchalant about it. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask Star to Mask. I know about that, too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. Urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? Wait, yeah, you knew about this. So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head, thinking that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? What? Ace detective? The zipper broke? Ah. I mean, I don't know how hard that is to fix. Zippers are weird. Apparently, like, one company makes 70% of all zippers on the world, or in the world or on the planet. Yes. Makes 70% of all of the zippers on the planet Earth, which is weird to me, but... Mask Star to Mask. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about the Mask Star to Mask? Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask Star to Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Why are you framing it like you have a crush on him? I'm concerned. Is this a Strigoli situation? Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Those are wildly different things. What do you mean sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims? Is he Yogi? Is he masked Yogi Damask? Wait, what? What is happening? Where's this going? But underneath those disguises is the true masked star Damask. So he's kind of a master of disguise, huh? He only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. Woody Taylor had only cooperated. I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn? Yeah, Miss Andrews told us that they'd been threatened or something, right? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. Who is this Ace Detective? Ace Detective. Ace Detective. Why does it sound familiar? Ace Detective. Ace Detective. It sounds so familiar, but I don't know why. Druid Thief? Maybe. That would be... I mean, we know magic exists in this world. I kind of fixed it, and then it broke kind of more, and now I just have this actual zipper part in the pocket. Just align the teeth myself and hope it doesn't unzip on it on its own. Gotcha. Ace Detective? So why do you call him an Ace Detective? Ace Detective. Why does that sound familiar? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Masked Star Damask has made 5 heists so far. In the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Mr. Ace Detective. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Ace Attorney, Ace Detective? Yeah, but Ace Detective... So there's something about that as like ringing a bell, and I don't remember why. It's probably like... I'm thinking it's going to be a tie-in to another module, but I don't know. Ace Hardware. Yeah, it's just... We're starting our own version of the Village People, but it's a detective, a lawyer, an Ace Hardware. Like, the construction worker stayed. What's another Ace something? Well, I know one person who's Ace. But yeah, I don't... We need a 4th one to finish up the Village People. Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. None of us had ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief? Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Okay. What's the calling card? Ace Ica, there it is. If his calling card has gotten it on... Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, this was new. Okay, wait. They did mention that was on the news flash. We're withholding the details from the public for operation reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. The masked calling card sent before a heist, the emblem is top secret. Calling card added to the court record. That makes sense. When you get famous, they're always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Thanks, I guess. Let me see that again. So what's this calling card? Here it is. Well, don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? With this mark on the front. The mask signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. I didn't mention... Oh, okay. Okay, we only missed a little bit then. Alright, sweet. Alright. I don't think we really need to re-examine any of this. I guess we're just good to move to the basement? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna save, though. Just in case we have more technical issues. I think I wiggled it out, and it looks like it's a little further out than it was before. So hopefully the power button's okay now. Do I need to present you anything? You know anything about this? What about this? Sorry, pal. I didn't get much sleep last night, and my brain's not really working right. Somehow I don't think sleep would really fix that problem. Hey, keep it down. He might have really good hearing for all you know. He might get mad if you hear. If he heard. I can hear everything you're saying, pal. Oh, we got the necklace back. We have secrets in their hearts. We get to keep the secret hearts. The secret hearts are still a thing, everybody. Let's go to the basement. October 12th. Lordy Taylor Basement Warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. It's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Are you the ace detective? Are you the ace detective and actively mask to mask? I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh, silence! Oh, what is he doing? Stop that. I don't care for that. Hee. Now I see it's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zavari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong? Actually, yeah. We're actually incredibly capable for a lawyer. And as a spirit medium, I guess she's fine? I don't know how to rank that. Yikes, that's scary. How'd you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I'm a traveler of both time and space, and I swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atomy. Luke Atomy. Look at me. Oh, God. Oh, it's look at me. Look at me. It's Luke-a-me. Luke-a-me. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name is Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm Maya Fey, a spirit medium. Hey, we're getting the aces thing again. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, spirit medium Ace Apprentice. Nice. She got the bit. She got the bit. Just scroll a picture of Ika on here. And this is Ika. The double ace Yu-Gi-Oh player. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little module? Module? Why does the phase one short of a baker's number come to mind with this guy? All right. Let's look around before I deal with this guy a little bit. We have a box. Tisk, Sir Lawyer. Please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? I think you pretty much said don't touch anything amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Masked Star Damask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real criminal buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to Mr. Ace Detective here. Mr. has to say. Okay, so I guess I gotta talk to him first. So the box... I don't know what language that is. What? Oh, it's a raid. Welcome, Floppy Penguin. Welcome, Raiders. How are you all doing? It looked like from little bit I saw you were playing some Mario? Some classic Mario stuff? How was it? Which one were you playing? I need all the details. Horse! Okay, I guess we'll just talk to this guy, because otherwise he's going to keep being mad at us. Ace Detective. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone who was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm guessing it's not the same guy, though. The mouth does look very different. Hello, and there's a very pointy nose. Yeah. Yeah, he's got some very artistic European nose styles going on. Same with his chin. He's got the cleft for 2 days. He's almost, he's definitely moving in the direction of Chin Drake Lamp with that chin. But he doesn't hold a candle to Chin Master. Well, yeah. No, I mean, no one's got a better chin than Chin Drake Lamp, Oblivion's hero. Yeah, exactly. He's the hero of Oblivion. Because he's friends with the mayor, you see. I am Masked Star Damask, arch enemy, the ace detective Luke Ami. Do you get it, Luke Ami? Do you get it, Advanced Lamp? You're a super smart horse. His name is Luke at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Mijena, to the crime scene. I did it all by myself. I took it back from Masked Star Damask. I get it, because he's called Luke. What? No. He's Look at Me. His name is Look at Me. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, like, monocle / magnifying glass thing. This feels really odd to me. Like, this feels like it's a bad idea for your sight. Yeah, his name is Luke at me. So his Look at Me is his name. I don't know how I feel about this thing, though. I feel like you're really going to throw off your vision with that. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Sure. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Oh, is that why you're showing that off? Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise? Yeah. But yeah, Advanced Lamp, how was Mario? Which Mario were you playing? Give me some of those details before the computer turns itself off and on back again. Like it likes to do. Master Lamask. Oh, tell us what you know about Masked Star Damask. And keep it simple, please. Like about how I devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the dials of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here in Lordy Taylor? Naturally. Where Damask goes, you will find Atomy laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask out eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Oh, is that's the, like, Game Boy Module Boy Advanced. I think it's trademarked. You can't be too upset. I think legally I have to call it the other one. Yeah. I'm not a lawyer. Yeah, anyway. The Nintendo going places device and playing the thing, alright? Whatever you want to call it, it was on that, right? The advanced one? The Nintendo console, yeah. I think I played through that module on my phone, I think, with an emulator. And I got to the part where you've, like, saved everybody. But, like, there's, like, a cutscene of Bowser getting, like, bad guy-anized by whatever the main villain is. And I couldn't find him to go fight him. So I literally wandered around to all the locations and I couldn't figure out what to do after that. So I'm like, I guess I won. And then I called it over. It was really weird. The night of the crime. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. Oh, he's calling him out on his long nose. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Masked Star Damask's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. Calling card arrived, right? Yes. So ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And waited for him. Alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? Wow, I don't remember the last time I saw that word, like, spelled out like that. You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let the mask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Huh? Corn-sealed? I think Pearl would know concealed. Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. That just makes you a liar, you idiot. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in this warehouse, waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For some reason, for someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, it's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. Okay. Okay, so maybe I can start asking him questions now? Sir, huh? What do you mean? I was an artist. Oh. Okay. God, I don't like that. I don't like the way he does that. What do I do now? He does have any top secret information, stuff that only a real crime buff would know. Think about it, what to ask him whilst I'll listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Okay. Already know about the camera. Wait. I didn't ask about the sword, did I? Oh, I'm not allowed to ask about anything. Oh, okay. So it's just applying the you already know about this because I can't literally ask about anything else. Okay. So, how do I guess I can present him stuff? Oh, the statue? I'm sorry I can't be more helpful. I have no interest save that of finding evidence against my arch rival. Okay. No, it's okay. Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style. A piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? What does a piddling evidence hog mean? Does he have a secret? I guess not. Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and... Okay, gotcha. This one? Ah, Mass Artemis calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. Surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer and an ace spirit medium and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever. Well, Sir Lawyer? I've been told that you two are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure I would say that. That's right. We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return them to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atomy Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well, Sir Lawyer, if you excuse me, I do have much to do. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too. Take me with you, okay? Gross. I don't want to go up there. Why does he call it Earthly Delights? The Sacred Urn. Okay. That pathetic-looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the Sacred Urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues of the thief's identity on there. Grr. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse of a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? The urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manor. There was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle. Poor Maya. Maybe it had been better if Mask Star to Mask had taken the box, too. I mean, it looks like just a standard wooden box. I don't know why we're giving guff about that, of all things. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. Looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. Someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. I'd even find a photo of Mask Star to Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. I'm gonna save again, just in case. I'm gonna be saving a little bit more in this stream. Only went off once last night. Camera data added to the court record. The warehouse camera went off around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. Unfortunately, we can't pull up the photo, but okay. It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door to the storeroom. Set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out. A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Like this. Oh, I thought they were gonna show it. Alright. No scary face for us, I guess, team. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. This paint has already dried up. Well, then you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It's like it's been here several days since it was spilt. Split? Split? It looks like it's been several days since it was split. Spilt? It's got to be spilt. Okay, yeah, it's spilt because it would be L-I-T. Okay, that's what it is. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left of this stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. Probably the edge of the box, am I to guess? The statue of Mystic Ami is so cool. I want a gold statue myself. You can put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright & Co. How about a gold statue of me? Oh, Mr. Nick, I'm so sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Mystic Ame was this where it was last night? Ah. I think it was a little further over this way. Yeah, okay, it was, okay. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. But yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime? Ame Fei's golden statue updated in the court record. Statue, the founder of the current channeling technique, moved to the night of the crime. Dun dun dun. Okay, do we get oregano again? It says origami. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organized. You just can't see the last two letters. Well, I guess no one knows. This place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? Okay, that's the same. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's the actual storeroom. I can see lots of other boxes of stuff back there. I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Yeah. Statue's haunted? That would be impressive. It looks like a part of big signboard. All I can read is the burr. Hamburger, World Hamburger Festival or something. I think I kind of doubt it. Maybe it's spaghetti. What are you talking about? It's normal. Burr, there's no way it's spaghetti. Maybe it was a typo. It might have been Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Maybe besides spaghetti, is it only more than tangled with your reasoning? Okay. Look, a ladder. That's step ladder. Oh god, yeah. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shai Chai Ishito. Oh, wait, are you back? Are you home now, Ika? Is someone home? Is anybody around who can tell me how to pronounce this? What this word is? Shito. I'm gonna go with Shito again. Shito. No, I finished shopping, so I'm walking back now. All right. Well, hopefully this word will come up again, and you can explain it to me. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese. Oh, there we go. Or so says Miss Andrews. When did she mention that? I don't remember her mentioning that before. 7-branch sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess the middle one's the 7th? Whoa, it's pretty heavy. 1 hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. I had a coupon I forgot expired today. Was 2 free canned veggies, so I had to get it. Oh my god. Okay, Ika, it sounds like a Saitama One Punch Man joke. You know that? Have you watched One Punch Man? Do you know anything about One Punch Man and like his weird obsession with good deals? Then I also picked up some cooking oil because I was low on it. Oh, well that makes sense. It's hard to cook if you don't have cooking oil. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword, wasn't Mystic Ame holding it last night? And then I bought the entire storage Cult since it was on clearance. Oh god. Yeah, I haven't mentioned it. Oil was on clearance too. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Well, it sounds like you made a pretty good series of deals there. You got your Colt on sale, which you love your Colt. You got your cooking oil on sale, and you got your expired coupons worth of 2 cans of veggies. And that's Ika's deal of the day, everyone. Ah. And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Ah, I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Automate smashed Star to Mask with it. Like this. Yeah, ouch. What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head. My hair! Not his spiky hair. The Ceremony sword had been in the hand of Ame Faye's statue wasn't bent before the crime. I'm paranoid now about this. Oh. Paranoid. Usually I just do it after I finish a store, but I forgot. Kind of felt like going for a walk recently, so I figured why not? Yeah, makes sense. Okay. I feel like we're missing the big one that's going to progress the story. But maybe not. Maybe we just need to go back and talk to ye old ace detective. Yeah, it seems like that's everything. So back to the main exhibit hall. Let's see. Let me ask him about some of this. What about this? You don't know anything about the security camera. And the sword? Nothing about the sword. Okay. Basement warehouse. Oh, we can go talk to him at May Detective Agency at the Palace of Earthly Delights. Oh, he's got a giant picture of it, or a giant painting of himself. October 12th, May Detective Agency. This is a detective agency? It looks more like the set of some B-grade horror movie. Why is he using knives to attach these letters? Hello? Is anyone here? Looks like nobody's home. A waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento. Don't you dare, Maya. Guess we'll have to try back later. Really? Whoa. It's a huge hearth. It's a fireplace. So, what's the difference? You just stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Well, I think this is the fireplace and this is the hearth. I think that's the difference. Like, the fireplace is where the wood goes, and the top of the fireplace up here, like this shelf, is the hearth. Hey, Nick, what's this thing here? It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used them to listen to music. Can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. It's fair. What a creepy painting. It's like he's looking right at me. Maybe we should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet. I think I'd prefer something a bit more dignified. I mean, you'd have gloves on. It's pretty dignified. That's one impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books. My Life as an Ace Detective. Unabridged edition by Luke Adamy. Ace Detective. Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies. Ah, would you look at that? There's a little Luke Adamy doll at the helm. How cute. Wait, really? Oh, I guess you can't see it from here. There's a microscope here, too. I wonder if he was researching something. The glass slides have different names on them. This one says Adamy virus? Guy's just dying to make a name for himself, huh? It's getting kind of irritating, actually. Oh, Advanced Lamp, are you still here? I have a question. I have a question. And I need to know if you're still here. Okay, is that everything other than... Okay, all we got left is the science kit. The desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but... water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. No. Not carbon, oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Oh, well, there are always alternate theories, I guess. By alternate theories, you mean the ones you make up inside of that head of yours. Wow. Wow. You could be nice about it. You don't have to call them wrong by yelling in their face. You just say, I've heard differently, and then present your side of the story. Okay, that seems to be everything. I don't know what we're missing. Let me go back here and look around. Maybe something we didn't get since we skipped this with a big cushion on it. Well, of course there's our Atlee Pearl. Yep. That would really take your breath away. Okay. That's enough. 800 ways to save money. Or 108 ways to save money. Sounds like a rough way of life. The folding screen. Folding screen is the greatest in the world channels where it's probably existing in this. Okay. Some urns. Oh, treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, I guess so. There's age. Yeah, I don't know what I'm missing. I did feel like we missed something. Maybe I need to be honest with you, what's that? All the other items in that were stolen by mass destroyer were ones even I had heard of. They were all world famous treasures. The Tear of Amano, or the Crown of Bongora. Sacred Urn of Quran is famous too, right, Pearly? Of course, everyone in Crane Village knows about it. Looks like we got an unpredictable thief on our hands. Interesting. Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal? The thief ever send these to the police? No. Always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though. That's not what happened this time, you mean? You got that right, pal. Listen up. You guys ever get one of those calling cards? I want you to come to us right away. Got me? Yeah, sure. Huh. I'm gonna take one more look around the basement. If we don't find anything, we'll move on to... We'll go back to our place and see if we need to go there, and then maybe someone will meet us or something will happen. Because that's happened in the past where it doesn't make sense, but occasionally we just have to go to the right location at the weirdest time to have something happen. I thought maybe it was like the individual little square down in the corner, but no, I think we're good. I guess we'll just go back to our place and see what happens. If nothing happens, we know we've missed something. I need to talk to you. Would be nice if you gave a hint when the module wanted that. It would be really nice, actually, yeah. Refresh my memory a little bit. What's this sacred urn? It's only the most important treasure in Korean Village. That's all. Look, it's right there on the poster. Yeah, we talked about the poster. Remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul, namely the soul of mystic Ame Fei, the founder of the Korean channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes, that's right. Huh? Hold up. I thought it was the urn said Ame written on it. Now it says I am? Huh. Yeah, we talked about this before. That's right. I promised not to tell anybody back when we were investigating that other time that you got arrested for murder. Yeah, last year's incident where you were accused of murder for the second time, and I saved you for the second time. Didn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember this urn. Am I? Or Ami, and then it became I am. Okay. Myself. Okay, what to do? Okay, so we've already... Yeah. Oh, we got this added. Oh, maybe that must be what I was missing then. Are you here now? No. Oops. Ah, hey Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Beep. Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh, it's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny. How? I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally. This underdog is alpha dog today. The stuck-up detective met his match. Yep. I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying... you captured Mask Star to Mask? Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered. But I still got him. Mask Star to Mask surrendered? That's great. So when can we come and pick up the sacred urn? Well, you see, I was going to tell you. What? Something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Mask Star to Mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. Beep. The detention center, huh? I guess it was just the fact that we didn't have the urn in our court record. It's funny to me though, that's what it's called all the time. It's always the court record. Alright. I guess we're good to move on. There's no one really else here to talk to. How do I get there? There we go. Also odd that we have to go to one location to go to a different location. October 12th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Hey, pal, welcome to the Detention Center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep, after all, we got mass stardom. Right, but, so where's the sacred urn? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim, in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. Okay. You know, he's right, Nick. He is? If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. So used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me? But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please, don't just ignore me. Hello there. Who are you? I'm mask star to mask, okay? Oh, wait, is it a woman? Straight from the horse, the goofy horse's mouth, yeah. I can't tell if this is a man or a woman. With the, like, the unisex art style, I can't tell what's going on here. Hey Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? What? I'm Ron Delight. Ron Delight? Oh my god, what does that mean? What is Ron Delight? Ron Delight? Ron Delight. What's the joke? I don't know what the joke is, but it feels like a joke. The famous mask star to mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Oh, are you like a faker? Let's check on our favorite stone-faced prison guard. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He looks nervous being this close to an alleged thief. Doesn't he, though? Doesn't he? Smile, you're on candid camera. Alright, let's talk to this person. Mask star to mask. So, you're the mask to mask guy? Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no. If you know what I mean. Wait, why is this in a different color? That's weird. Huh? What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled mask to mask. It's actually mask star to mask. Wait, are we actually meant to pronounce the star? That's awesome that we nailed that. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling who we know that much. Don't do that. Don't look at me like this, like that. I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby too, with some really active hair. So why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. Now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right? Priceless treasure. That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? Okay, tell me about the sacred urn first. Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Or maybe not? No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people. I think it's split personality? Yeah, split personality. Okay, yeah. I was like, that's got to be what this is that this is like a different voice or something that's coming out. It's got to be a split personality thing. Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear what he just said, especially that last part. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir, I will, I promise. Or maybe not? You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn. Right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already, just tell it to us straight. Please don't yell at me. Huff, huff, huff. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it. What is happening? We're gonna go pick up some Freddy's too, so I'll be out of hands to type. Okay. No problem. Getting some Freddy's steak burgers and custard. Sounds delicious, actually. Maybe I'll go do that after. Maybe I'll go get food after. I mean, I technically ate before we started the stream, but... Man, that sounds really good. That urn, I lost it. What? Okay, who's Desi? So who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that. Oh, it's his wife. I guess she must be his wife. Huff, huff, huff. Sorry, the truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout? Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pelpipi, 3rd floor. Pelpipi? Pelpepe? Palazzo Pelpepe. I'm gonna go with Palazzo Pelpepe. I think. 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick. Damask's hideout. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Okay, what do you mean by you lost it? What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, or no. Maybe so? I mean, yes, I lost it. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it, like I said. These things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forgot your bag, you know? What? You forgot our sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute, you went on the train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting. Are you really sure this creep is Master Damask? Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. Yeah, I kind of get it. Okay, let me present you some stuff. Do you know what this is? What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that, or no, that's not it. Well, the thing is, I don't really know if I can say why one way or the other. I don't really catch that. I didn't really catch that. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Okay. Oh, wait, maybe the urn itself? I'm really sorry I caused so much trouble. If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place. But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. Or, that's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasures feel the same. Sure seems sorry. Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart? You know anything about this? What do you think about this? Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna move on from there. Let's go to his house? Damask's hideout. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, he has guns. That might actually be illegal. Well, we don't know the status of guns in this universe in Japan America here. I do like his balloon. It's themed after himself. That's pretty nice. October 12th, Damask's hideout. Wow. Check this place out. No doubt about it. This is Master Damask's hideout, alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desi Delight? That's right. I'm Desiree. Oh, you must be the lawyer. And the victim? Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you? I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nikki Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome? Did she really call me Nikki Boy? I mean, what do we... There's so much going on here, and I don't know if any of it's relevant. Okay. Nick, it's a torpedo. It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. Where could he have picked up something like that? Just don't say that torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. Well, I mean, he's a master thief. No clues here. Wait, what? Oh. There's a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic-sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck in them. Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Huh? Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. But why? Like, what is the twist going to be that this guy thinks he's innocent? It's gotta be, it's Japerica. Guns and swords are legal. I guess so. Maybe. Alright, my order's ready. Be right back. Okay. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up here. Duck and cover. It's a missile? You know there's dynamite in missiles? They're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well-made toys. What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazarin Stone, the Great Albatross strategy? Theft of the Immortal Goddess statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber strategy? The police even investigate this place? It doesn't seem like the police have been here. Hey Nick, look on top of the chair. Looks like an envelope and a letter. Well, don't just stand there. Come on, let's read it. Ah, you know we shouldn't do that. What are you talking about? That letter could be an important clue. No way. You can't just go reading a private letter because you feel like it. It's just not just because I feel like it. It's really could be important. If I was sure it was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind. Alright, well that means we just gotta have someone convince Phoenix that it's a clue. It's Masked Star Damask. There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. Click. Ah, I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ah. I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? I don't know where this is going. It's got to be split personality. Oh, that's so cute. It's called a hot air balloon, you know? Wow, there's no fooling you. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. An emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Ron Delight really is Masked Star Damask. I was wondering about that. That's why I didn't present him with the note. Is because I didn't want to give away that there's a secret emblem or something, you know? I'd better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. But that's what we're here. Wait, isn't this the outfit that the old lady wore as the security guard in the last module? Wait, what is this doing here? This thing looks vaguely familiar. Oh, I know. It's a fishbowl. Well, an upside down one anyway. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet? And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver? Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit? Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new low. Yeah, this is the outfit that the old lady was wearing as a security guard in the last investigation of the last module, where she kept shooting us with her ray gun. And she kept having like weird smoke inside of the helmet. I couldn't tell if she was breathing on the glass or smoking a cigarette. It was really odd. Alright, I guess we can just talk to the wife now. Hi. Ron Delight? About your husband. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit? By the way, did you know that they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now? I mean, not to watch that channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I don't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Huh? But are you saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Okay, Desiree Delight? Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at, wait. I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean? Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. Oh, is she the actual secret real... She must be the actual secret real masked Stardamask. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes it up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping, I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day, it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife. So where does Mr. Delight get all his money from? Ronnie's a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. That's... In our world, that's not true. He's a security guard. I think it's my turn for my head to spin. The night of the crime. Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Ah, last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night. Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes. Anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Okay, she's definitely masked Stardamask, and Ronnie is like taking the blame for it or something. It's unlike she's got an airtight alibi. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at that time of the night. When I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. I don't know for sure where this is going, but that's where it seems like they're going right now. Do you know anything about this? Oh, that's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really? It's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lordy Taylor with these types of things. I look so happy. She lit up like a 1,000-watt bulb. Terrific. You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh? Oh, or yeah. Ha ha ha. Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. Okay. Do you... I don't really have much to present her other than this. Oh, that's a mysterious looking level. Okay. What about this? Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry. I have the faintest idea. I don't get out enough. Okay, this maybe? Ah. So what do you know about this? No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret. Don't you remember? Don't. Oops. Sorry about that. The way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did. Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Oh, okay. Can I... Excuse me, but look at the list. Oh, sorry, I have the faintest idea. Sword? Okay, terrific. I don't... Okay, maybe we just gotta go back and talk to him again now that we've talked to his wife? Maybe we have to present him with this? Oh, that's Masked to Stardamask calling card. Pretty nice looking, huh? He looks so happy. I'm not very good at writing, you see. So I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard. Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business. What? Maybe we go talk to Artemy now? No? I have concerns if we're already this confused. What am I missing? Court record back. I can't, like, slide the screen. Oh, I missed one of these. It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame. Look, Nick. It's a fake beard. It's also a mask made out of cardboard. Here, Nick. Try on this fake beard. Come on. Try it on. Hey, cut it out. Now put on the mask. Ah ha ha ha. It's Phoenix Star to mask. Let's borrow it for a while. No way. I'm not stealing from a thief. I have enough bad karma as it is. Okay, that didn't progress anything. I don't understand. I don't have, maybe I have to present her the lawyer's badge. We've had that issue before. Because maybe, what do I think about like this? I'm sorry. Nope, not that. This. Like old stuff. The urn itself? Ouch. Oh, that's mysterious looking. No? Huh. No? Huh. I'm not sure what we're missing here. Just wondering if there's a lot of stuff in this picture, so I just want to make sure I'm not missing something like small. Like obviously this must be the wife's motorcycle toy model or whatever you want to call it. I bet what it is the wife goes out and steals stuff, and the reason they have this voice recorder is so that the husband can make the voice, so they don't hear it's the woman, it's the wife's voice coming out of it. I'm wondering if the hot air balloon is like lifting them up and that's how they're flying. Because, I mean, obviously the balloon could fly away if it's in the outfit, or this could just be a distraction, right? Like, we talked about that maybe it was a balloon, but I'm not sure which aspect of this is the balloon. Or if it's one of those things where, like, she gets to this, releases it, they can see it flying away, and then she just drives away on her motorcycle. Oh, there's actually pictures of the motorcycle. This one looks more like a Vespa thing. I can't quite tell what that is. That looks more like a car, though. But I don't know what I'm supposed to talk to her about. Maybe we can go back. I guess we just start at the beginning. I'm really sorry I caused so much trouble. Don't in the first place. Okay. Sword. What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help with that, or no, that's not. What's that? Where you didn't miss anything. Nothing about this. Lawyer's badge, maybe? What do you think about this? I don't think I can help with that either. Nope. No. Really sorry I caused so much trouble. I shouldn't have stolen in the first place. This brings this back up. I should imagine that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart. Nothing? Oh, we showed him that already. There's nothing else to talk about. Do I need to talk to you? What to do? Okay, the toilet is shinier than the next. Nick, what do you mean? Nick, yeah, gotta go get her. Does it bother you? But I thought the urn was the soldier, so I don't. Mystic Mind, she's the future. You know that I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. I don't suppose. Obvious, the bad guy. Yeah. We have the sacred urn back, but. It's a real gentleman. Okay. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Masked Artemis. Okay. Urn? Is this thing really all that valuable? It looks kind of, well, junky, if you ask me. It's got the soul of Mystic Ame, founder of our channeling technique. How much do you think you could get for it? What? Sell the sacred urn? No, I never thought about that. Hey, Pearly, make a note of that. Ways to save money, tip 109. Sell treasures whenever possible. Whenever possible. Check. Oh my god, that's messed up. Somehow I think Maya's going to be searching for a buyer for a long time. Sword? So what do you think about this? What about it, Pearly? Not certain. What do you think, Mr. Nick? Maybe 3 heads aren't better than 1. This? Oh, hey, it's my Magnetama. So what do you think, Nick? Isn't it neat? It sure is. Being able to peek into people's minds is definitely a nice advantage. What? How do you do that? What do you mean? You gave me this thing. Well, I knew Pearly put some sort of spiritual power into it, but I had no idea that it let you do something as cool as that. Some future leader you are. Next time you use it, let me know, okay? I want to see into people's minds, too. She doesn't know it has that power. Interesting. That's great and all, but... So he's not here. There's nothing else to investigate in his office while he's not here. It's really odd that we get allowed to come in here and just look around while he's not home. I legitimately am not sure what we're missing. Like, we've been everywhere. We've talked to everyone about everything. Huh. Huh. Examine and move. Go back here. I feel like we need to talk to her or do something else while we're here, but... There's nothing else here to investigate. We've talked to her about everything we can talk to her about. Unless this is one of those weird things where we have to talk to her again about something. Night of the crime? Okay, tell me what happened tonight. The gumshoe was around 1:30. That was horrible. I got pulled over. I always do my best flying at night. You're talking about your motorcycle, right? No. She's talking about escaping with the balloon. Anyway. Finally caught me. The poor man was away when I finally got home. An alibi. Well, what about Wright? I don't really know. Together at the time of that night. He was already fast asleep. Basically, he's got no alibi. I might have to look this one up because this has got to be something incredibly specific. Hey, Nick, look on the top of the chair. It looks like an envelope and a letter. Well, just don't stand there. Come on, let's read it. You know you shouldn't do that. Talking about letter can be an important clue. No way. You're just reading a private letter because you feel like it. Not just because I feel like it. It's gonna really be important. If I was sure it was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind. Maybe we can... Hold on. Can I ask about his wife now that we've talked to her? No, it's gone. So you're the master to mask? Yes, you bet. Or that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no, if you know what I mean. It's wrong. Well, when I say wrong, I really mean to say it's not right. This guy, well, he's gonna tell you. I don't need your pity. I made your crybaby too. Why don't you give yourself up? Well, you see, it was because, well, I know why. Because it's so... I have a little favor to ask. Yes, what is it? Could you go and talk to Deseret? Desi? Desi? Okay, so he did want us to do that. We went to his house. We talked to his wife, and nothing happened. Options back. Maybe... Oh, wait. I forgot about the... Hold on. I forgot about this. Maybe we can present... I mean, none of them have the same kind of mouth. Their lips are different. Wait, can I present this? Miss Delight, you know, you might know, right? Your husband and Mask Star to Mask? Mask Star to Mask. Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep. What? Huh? Biggest fan? Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. Did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask Star to Mask. What? What are you talking about? Okay, ask about Ronnie? I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, not very often, I admit. What exactly does Miss Delight see in her husband anyway? The money, apparently. Wow, you must have really skyrocket... Wait, you must have really seen skyrockets when you first met the love... You first met to love him so much. What? Wait. Wow, you must have really seen skyrockets when you first met to love him so much. When you first met to love... Okay, there needs to be like some commas and stuff in this. Skyrockets? I didn't know people still use that word. Okay. You? As long as I've got my motorcycle and my Ronnie, I'm happy. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that plus a little excitement and a little shopping money. Then I'm happy. Now she's starting to sound a bit greedy, don't you think? Okay, so maybe we need to go bring up the wife in the detention center? I always forget that this is a profile thing we can do now. Okay, your wife? That's my lovely wife. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah, she sure is. Glare. Ooh boy, and that one topic I don't want to get into in front of Pearls. But Desi doesn't approve of my interests, so I'm afraid she doesn't like me anymore. What should I do? If I want to win her back, I'm really going to have to be super honest. Oh boy, he's gonna back into his own little world again. Mask to the Mask? Ever since I was a little boy, I've always been interested in mysterious masked men. I mean, maybe if he really pulled his, like, lips, like, in a really wide smile, you'd have the right kind of lips for this? So that's what you wanted me to be when you grew up? Yes. No. Sort of, but not exactly. I never imagined I'd feel as bad as I do about the treasures being stolen. Things sure can be complicated, can't they? Okay, what about this guy? Him? Do you know him? He claims to be your arch enemy and rival. That person? He's not my arch enemy or my rival. Well, actually, no. Now that I think about it, the terms arch enemy and rival are the same thing. They are rivals, only people who have it out for each other would disagree like this. And you? What do you think about this? Okay, he doesn't want to talk about himself. I'm gonna catch that. Okay. Nope, that didn't do anything. Okay, maybe we ask the wife about the... about Luke anatomy? Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry, I have the faintest idea. The detective? Faintest idea. Okay, I thought that was it, but apparently that's... Oh, here we go. Delusions. It added a new... I wish it prompted that the like, hey, there's a new thing to talk about. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. It's really odd. So when did Ron first become Masked Star Damask? What are you talking about? He's not Masked Star Damask. Huh? But, wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously Masked Star Damask's hideout. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures? But Masked Star Damask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen this urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. Something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Masked Star Damask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss Delight. Okay, you've got it. Let's relax and leave it all to us. Desiree's letter added to the court record, addressed to her husband, Ronnie Delight, apparently contains something important. Okay. So, I guess the part of the problem here is that he knows about the secret symbol that he shouldn't know about. But the rest of this technically could be all fake stuff, which makes sense to me. I didn't expect... I mean, we kind of expected he had some kind of mental illness, but I didn't think it was going to be this. Alright, here's a letter from your wife? Oh, that's right, here. This is from your wife. Oh, from Desiree? Thank you. Letter given to Masked Star Damask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. Huh? He's clutching onto that letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out. Looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick. Whoa. Pearly, calm down. Mr. Lawyer? Yes? In the letter that Desiree wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Damask guy? Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Why is he starting to trail off now? Oh no, it's spreading. Oh, okay. Oh, please, I'll give you the treasures of your choice in return. What should I do? We'll take the case. This sounds completely insane. Well, Mr. Light, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief. But I think there's more to this case that meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever. What? I'm back home now. Welcome back. But Pearly, wait. This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Okay, that's where we needed to get to. Dang. Alright. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. Guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you? Now, what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. Sniffle. I think I'm gonna cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, we gotta go here now. No? We still don't go there. Ah, okay. It wasn't letting me go here originally, so I thought I had to go someplace else first. Lordy Taylor, October 12th, main exhibition hall. Maya? Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn. Please, calm down. What's wrong? Sniffle. It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'd do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I don't know. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I could make you another urn. That was an odd pause. Hold on. Just wait, okay? Breathe. Calm down and talk to us. Forgive me. Forgive me. Okay. The Damask calling card. So when did you get the calling card from Mass Star Damask? Is that a carrot? Oh, that must be a vase. Let's see. Exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but the detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Adamy to help with security? Yes. In fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. Didn't know much more about Mass Star Damask than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yes. I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. That's why there are security cameras, even in the basement warehouse. Yes, Lordy Taylor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying, bring it on to any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it last night, and even left with a nice souvenir. Okay, the security. Can you tell us a bit about the security from the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Ame. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Adamy. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Koran. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. Maybe one of them was actually Mass Star Damask in disguise? No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Why does the detective have a magnifying glass as a monocle instead of a monocle? Because, oh, you haven't seen this. So sometimes when we talk to him, he'll pull it out, and his eye gets really big because it's magnified by the magnifying glass. So it's like a weird, like, visual joke. Let me see. Yeah, I said multiple times it's kind of gross. But yeah, he'll pull it out and his eye just gets really big and it's like the full side of his face is a giant eyeball. It's pretty gross. Miss Andrews, I know. It's all my fault. Done is done. I make it by making a new urn for you. It's just wasting my time. She's far too gone. She's not too far gone. Oh, I wanted to know about this. Miss Andrews, I know it's all my fault. Just wasting my time. She's far too gone. The statue? No? Okay, I guess she doesn't want to talk about anything? What about the detective? See, I don't think he's this one because A, the shape of the chin is wrong, and there's no space in here for his giant nose. At least it doesn't look like there's space in here for his giant nose. This looks familiar, though. Why does this look familiar? This mass symbol thing looks familiar from somewhere. Okay. Nothing else to talk about. Let's move back to the basement and see if anything new is going on down here. Ah, there is some new stuff, I guess. According to the computer data, someone did in fact go through these big doors last night, right? Yeah, I guess so. The shutter did go off once, you know. Well, can you ask about it? I wonder if the detective brought this camera in with him. Good question. Let's take a look at it. Huh? It says property of Lord E. Taylor on it. Oh, it's borrowed. That is strange for an ace detective, don't you think? Well, I mean, no, not really. If he's just going to use the company equipment. Better looking wooden box. That's the box that had the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. Clues identify the thief's identity. Grr, I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that board? Excuse? I mean, I'm so proud of it. Poor Maya. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. Bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shockingly pink. Let's see how the color of the paint is any way important. I mean, it's pink, and then there's pink on this, too, so some amount of relevance, probably? Precious urn was right there on the other side of these doors. Yeah, and according to the security camera data, someone was in there last night. Grr. I'd like to do to him. Can we ask about that? Why does no one seem to, like, want to talk about that? The detective? Okay, no, she's too far gone. Maybe now we can go here? Nope. Man, this one is incredibly vague. Okay, so I don't really have anything new to present to people. What more can I say? This is my third year as a young but skilled lawyer. Enjoying the life, and then passed away 2 years ago. I don't know. Oh, he's not here anymore. Maybe we just gotta go back and talk to Pearlie? October 12th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. He escaped? Oh, that would be impressive, actually. Ah! Mr. Nick, welcome back. Oh, hey, Pearls. You're back, too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it. Hey, Pearls? Looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Mr. Nick? I was wrong about you. I should have trusted you. I'll never forgive you, ever. What? Miss Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls? Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. Hey, it's okay, I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. For me to ask about her? Oh, Pearl, I guess? I first met Pearls a year ago. I mean, approximately. It was when that murder happened at Karan Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone. No. Hey, Maya. I always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea. About you and me? Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Grand Village custom, sort of? What? There are hardly any men in Grand Village. Okay. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited. Pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. Yeah, you did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Koran Village kind of revolves around its women. Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh? We're getting into the drama. The tea is being spilled. Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father... He's gone. He left the village when she was very young. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. Oh. Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is... Oh, yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's... Oh, God, I forgot about the hair. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. I completely forgot about this hair. So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me, too. Technically, your mom's still alive, but she's just not around. Maya, my mother's gone, too. Oh, we're going to get into it. So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Fay. The current master of the Quran channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Miss Maya, the master of the Quran technique, sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fey main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office. Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick? Did her coloring just change? Her coloring looks off. Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearls? I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Maybe it's the pose. Maybe we haven't seen that pose before. Something looked weird there for a second. Mr. Nick? Yes? From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. Aw, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing. Well, I'm going out for a little bit. Huh? Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. I'm going to show you I can be useful, too, by finding some evidence. Hey, wait a minute. She sure runs fast. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. Let's let our, I believe, 9-year-old cousin, yeah, our 9-year-old cousin wander about the streets doing as they please. I'm sure that will be fine. Nothing bad has ever happened in this town to anybody under the age of 16, so. It's interesting that they're doing world building at this point. Ah, okay. To be honest, that's pretty normal in Japan. Is it? Oh, okay. But this isn't Japan. It's Japan America. It's very different here. We have guns. I'd say we have swords too, but I think Japan has swords. That's a big difference. It's not Japan, it's Japan America. Hello? Well, well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Oh, you get to see this guy now, Ika. Check this guy out, okay? We got the nose. It's been mentioned. Advanced Lamp mentioned the nose. We've seen that. We talked about the nose. Obviously, we mentioned the chin. We have the ring that he got as a reward for saving the other place, or whatever, saving the other treasure. But you haven't seen this eyeball thing yet, Ika. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh, silence. That, right there. Look at it. Look at it. It's gross. Look at that. That's not okay. It's not okay, team. Hee 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 hee. Precisely as I expected. What is it? Zavari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct? I think we're already been through this? Ha! So my estimation was correct. Zavari! How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? Could you just tone it down like 2 notches? The night of the crime? You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night? Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my archenemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I heard you've been after Mask Star to Mask since he was his very first theft? Yes, my dear, I see you've done your homework. His very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Amanon. Amanon. I first encountered him in the museum's Sacred Hall, the crime scene itself. So that's why you were hired as a security for the treasure exhibit? Pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordy Taylor and set the perfect trap. That's Rim Elk, welcome. What is up, mine homie? Wow. What a series of interesting versions of that to bring together. What is up, mine homie? Also, why does he have a small pan on his eye? Well, that small pan is actually a magnifying glass / monocle. And if we're lucky, he'll show you what he does with it here in just a moment. Pinocchio? Yeah, the Pinocchio, the long nose thing is completely ridiculous. And actually, someone called him Pinocchio. Amanon is backwards for no name. Oh, I could see that. Yeah, no name. Yeah. But welcome, I swear not an elk. Mine homie, huh? How are you doing? How's your Sunday going? Set up the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. So how did Mask Star to Mask manage to steal the urn? That's the million-dollar question. What is the mask modus operandi? Are we really getting into the MO thing now? I am well in bed now. Well, that's good. Sacred Urn? Mr. Atme, did you know about the Sacred Urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Mask Star to Mask. Sacred Urn? Pfft, that has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Mask Star to Mask stole this time? This is the thing. I swear I'm not an elk. This is the thing that he does with this. It's horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. I'm a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. He needs medical attention, just a smidge. Do you yourself remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick. Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. Okay. Damask M.O. There's something that kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. Ugh, stop that, please. After all, we are all but seekers, wandering alone in the dark. He looks like an electric type gym leader. Oh, with the hair? Yeah. I can definitely see the crazy electric hair type. Wait, we have these... We have those goggles in D&D now. We could do that to weird people out. That's not what those goggles do. They're not magnifying goggles. You two should know what those do. You've tried them on successfully. After all, we're all about seekers wandering alone in the darkness. Well, I was wondering how Mask Star to Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? We keep saying that that is what the goggles do. We'll have to make it so. No, that's not how those work. Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on the guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Mask Star to Mask. Oh, he did fall asleep. But that's how you said it worked? What are you talking about? That is not how things work. Remember that one time you said that? No, that's not how that works. Just because you keep saying it doesn't make it true. If every time you guys said some weird thing about D&D making it true, we would be playing a radically different version of D&D. The things that would be going on in D&D would be radically different if every time you demanded something to be true, I actually let that happen. It'd be a very different thing. Like, I don't even know what you would be doing right now. You would be like, you would be working in the sewers when Strigoli like attacked the city with an army of whatevers, and you would have to like defend him, but like then fall in love with him or something. Like, I don't even know what you would be doing if I did that. What the? It's a psyche lock. It's a psyche lock. Oh, it's okay. Psyche lock. Hey Nick, what is the psyche lock thing? Well, your magnetoma lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are. What? The magnetoma has that kind of power? Maya, you're the one who gave me this magnetoma last year. Well, it's true that this magnetoma is a prized Fae family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual power, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do. This woman that's going to take over the Grain Channeling School someday? So how do you do it? How do you break the psyche lock? Well, you present the magnetoma to the person with the secret. Cool. I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out. Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. She really would be trapped in a cave somewhere guarded by my bear army. Why did that pin? Wait, what do you mean? Why did that pin? I don't know what you mean. So I would be trapped in a cave somewhere guarded by my bear army. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the kind of things that would be going on. You and Theran would be in charge of an army of bear werewolves or something. Yeah, it'd be real weird if I gave you every single random thing you asked for. Twitch pinned a message from me out of nowhere. Maybe I accidentally clicked the screen while I was tapping out. Oh, maybe. Alright, Mr. Enemy, you must know one more than you're letting on. How did Mask manage to steal the sacred urn? Bearmount isn't a bad idea. I should Bearmount isn't bad idea. Should I retire, Mr. Woolensworth? I mean, you just got him. And you spent a lot of money buying him good equipment. In order for a secret to remain a secret, it must be kept secrets. Last night, I must have encountered Mask. Why would he be trying to hide it? Nick, go for it. Let's break the psyche lock of his. I don't really think she understands what she's talking about. Well, it's been a while, but let's give this a shot. Take away his mod sword. Take away his mod sword. He's out pitting stuff. That's not what happened. Just planning ahead. Ah, gotcha. Alright, so I guess we present them this? Oh. Oh, I'm in the wrong... Okay, I gotta present it like this. Take that! Mask are to mask MO. Enemy, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. You're drinking your delicious, delicious Yakult? I feel like witchcraft wouldn't stand up in a court. It already has. We've actually already presented something as magic being... What cult? Yakult! But we've already presented magic in court, and it stood up as an actual fact. So magic is legally recognized by the court system in this universe. Well, he joined his cult, the Yakult. Crime. There's no way you didn't see Mask Artemis commit the crime. Well, now I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse. That much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but this Artemy guy is lying through his teeth. I know. I'll show him some proof. Artemy, I have here proof that someone went through that door last night. Which is this thing. American Colts are not the way to go? What? American Colts are not the way to go. It's a Japanese drink in the first place. Yeah, Japanese Colts aren't much better, though. I've heard some rumors and watched a little bit of news about some of those Japanese Colts. It's not good stuff. I think we can continue to agree, everyone. Don't join a cult. Why are you mocking me? I'm not saying drinking a cult puts you in a cult. I'm just saying that Japanese cults are really bad as well are American cults. All right. I mean, I don't know enough about British cults. Maybe it's all just following the Beatles around or something. I don't know. Maybe you just really love the Rolling Stones. I don't know what a British cult looks like. But American cults and Japanese cults are not good things. All right. Don't join a cult. Anybody. Take that. There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. British cults are just football fans? Okay, see, that's fine. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. Must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned? What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly? Victim Otomy, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? He's hiding it. There must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. I've got just the piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Mask Star to Mask. Wait, he's a detective? Yes, he's the ace detective. Oh God, what's his name? His name is Luke and me. Well, he's Pinocchio. Well, okay, we've learned that Pinocchio can be a detective and a sword-swinging hero and stuff. Like, Pinocchio's on the middle of, like, a rise right now, all right? Lies of P has shown us that Pinocchio can do lots of things. He can be a detective. He can run around defeating evil other machines and saving the day. He can be eaten by a whale, and that's from his original lore. Pinocchio's all over the place right now. He can be a liability, yeah. Definitely. I think he can also be turned into a mule or a donkey. Look, Pinocchio's all over the place right now. He's very popular. But yeah, he's Luke Atomy, an ace detective. He has great powers of deduction, yet really makes sense. So yes, he is in fact a detective. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Mask Star to Mask. In that case, the reasons you didn't at the time, suppose you were unconscious, using the bathroom, fast asleep? I think probably just fast asleep. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence. Oh, he would have been unconscious because he got hit in the head with this, maybe? Maybe I give you a piece of good advice, sir. What is it? I guess it's not the same as theory. Not scientifically, anyway. Need to go home, take a long, cold shower, and get a good night's rest, sir, lawyer. Okay, so it's got to be he was unconscious because he was hit with the sword. I know you must have seen the thief last night. What is his why? What's the hidden? And this piece of evidence that should prove it. Let's suppose that did. Is that case he was unconscious? I'm afraid that okay. Time to put your money where it is. And he was hit in the head with this. Detective Atomy. You were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Haha, surely you must be joking. You think I, Luke Atomy, could be knocked unconscious so easily? Getting hit in the head with a large piece of metal is not easily. The sword proves it. That's... Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Ame Fei. Furthermore, at the time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, detective, how about it? Man has a weak skull. I mean, getting hit in the head with a piece of metal is not weak. That's That's what you do to knock someone out, is hit them in the head with something. I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. You only had one Psylocke? That's nothing. Unlock successful. You just need to hit him on the nose. Yeah, it's like a shark. You just boop his snoot and he just like passes out and falls down. The mask's MO. I can't deny that there may have been a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the theft first clobbered you. Clobber? What an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes? And my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Would be very difficult to drown him with that schnozzle. Yeah, he's not gonna drown easy. That's not the problem. It's just, you know, it's big and it's a big weak spot. Ouch, Mr. Adamy should have his poor head examined. You can say that again. How could you have underestimated the thief that badly? Shai Chai Shaito updated in the court record. Damas knocked Adamy out with during the crime with a blow to the back of the head. Well, looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? That Adamy is the greatest ace detective in the world? No. And he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Masked Star Damask. Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Masked Star Damask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. Wait, why did it only catch him? Oh, there's the pink paint back here. So wait, how did it only take a photo of him leaving and not going in? That's him. Masked Star Damask. Security camera photo added to the court record. Photo of the storeroom entrance taken by the camera on the night of the crime. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal Masked Star Damask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such a brazen crime. What are you talking about? He was already in. Dun dun dun. Yeah, but then how did he? It's one of those things where they don't let the logic be correct. You just have to follow along with their broken logic, right? Like, there's only one photo of someone coming out. Well, why didn't it take a photo of him going in? And how did he knock this guy unconscious before he went in and not get a photo taken of him? Like, that we run into this stuff all the time with these modules. So, what do you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. But how would you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Luke Adamy. Sigh. Well, I guess we'd better go and take a look just in case. Well, we do know about that. Anything new from you? No. Okay. Let's examine the room. Hey, Nick. Remember what Detective Adamy said? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. But why don't the police or you? Green envelope, huh? Let's look this. Look, this is in what? I don't know. Let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. KB Security? 50,000. This is a blackmail letter? Sure looks like a major clue, all right. Blackmail added to the court record. Win with a fountain pen found in Ron's room. Ding dong? What? Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee. Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. We do? Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest. Ah! You're... Wait. Who is this going to be revealed to be? Damsel in distress? Is it... It's got to be Gumshoe, right? Who else would come running for a woman that we've run into and someone we know? It's Ika. Ika wouldn't come running for a woman. It's not Yakult. It's Zane. Ika Gumshoe. It's not Ika Gumshoe. Ika's much smarter than Gumshoe. It's Zane. That would be an interesting twist. Ah, you're... It's... Oh, no! Oh, it's our friend from back at the beginning. Oh, no! Larry Butts! It's Larry Butts! It's not Achi Gumshoe either. It's Larry Butts. Larry Butts. Heckin' Larry. Oh, no. Nick, it's you. And Maya, too. What a fluke. Larry. Long time no see. What? You know each other? Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, you know, something going on? Something? If you mean what I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this? And married, too. Way to go. KB Security! Oh, no. He's gonna be tied into this nonsense? A gorgeous lady like this and married, too. Way to go, dude. I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. Cue in the butts, huh? Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. I was your very first client. We've got quite the storied history, he and I. And what we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Oh God. Ichabutts? It's not Ichabutts. It's Larry Butts. Is the non-elk playing testicles? Yeah. Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here. So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm going to go check on my bike. Nice girl, that Desi. So how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. Alright. Larry Butts, huh? So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. What? No, it isn't. Wait, what? It has not been 2 years since we talked. The last time we talked was in the middle of... Was it the... I think the last time we ran into him... Was he in the last module? I don't remember if he was in the last one. Yeah, the parrot case. But I don't remember if that was in the second one or if that was in the first one. That must have been... Was that? I don't remember if that was the first one or the second module. Because I know the first one ends with you taking down the corrupt demon chief of police. And then the second one ends with you putting away the evil actor. Towards the end of the first? Okay. So it hasn't been 2 years per se, but it's been almost 2 years. And what's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Ha 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 ha. Huh? What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you. Woman, I don't trust them anymore. Women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Well, you know, Benifer. I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. So you mean where you're at right now? Well, you know, Benifer? I don't remember Benifer. I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom. My whole life changed. Benifer? Caddy Tom. I've never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude. Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually. Anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women. They're so, Oh. But you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. Why are you here? So what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Ron's wallet edited the court record. Found by Larry at his part-time security job's company building. Night of the crime. It's Ron's wallet, though? Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick. It's not what you're thinking at all. No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Ah, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. So you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? Security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. The wallet? So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Light Wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. Oh, he's a security guard. That's why he makes so much money. So that makes sense, actually. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right here, right there in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See? It's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you're working part-time as a security at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. Key card. Found inside Ron's wallet. Apparently used for the building of his part-time job. Key card added to the court record. Okay. You know anything about this? Hey Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about it, Alexis. And that's the truth. Alexis. And that's the truth, alright? Does that count as theft? Which part? Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money. Oh, taking the wallet? I mean, kind of. I mean, he took the wallet, but he took it to their house to drop it off. So, he gave it back, and as long as he didn't take any money from it, he's just technically doing a good deed. He's using it as an excuse to check out Ron's wife, Miss Delight. But you're taking it is sort of theft. It is. It's sort of theft. It's also sort of not theft. It's the intention, right? He didn't take it to keep it. He'd take it to use an excuse to check out his wife. So it's not a good deed. It's just not technically a crime, I think, that would get you arrested. At least if you got the timing right, it wouldn't. No, he is not the villain here. No, he's not the villain. He's a lech, but he's not the villain. Not the main villain, I don't think. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money. I think Phoenix is... Oh, Phoenix has stolen a bunch of stuff. Half the evidence he presents in cases is stuff he just picked up in random places and kept. He completely stole things. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Woo! Man, you scared me. I almost had my heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I've got a part-time job, at KB Security. What? Sounds like I should really find out some more about this KB Security company. So happy I asked about this envelope. But yeah, no, Phoenix has stolen tons of stuff. What do you know about Ron? Larry, what about this person? Beats me. What the? All of a sudden he's got nothing to say? Do you know about the thief? I just thought of something. What if it's actually a hot chick under that costume? Forget about it. It's a guy, trust me. Man, you're killing my buzz, dude. Boy, talk about someone who's a one-track mind. That's Desi is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love with this time. A long time, huh? Yeah, well, except for what I feel for you, Maya. I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore. No. What about this? Whoa, who is this? Come on, man, don't hold out on me. Forget about it, it's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Hey now, I thought we were pals. I got a major thing for girls with black sleeveless shirts and glasses. How do you know that? And if they had an orange-colored memo pad, I'd really lose my cool. He has to be making that up. He can't really know Adrian, can he? I don't know what is that? I don't know what I just did. I don't know what that means. Wait, can I talk about Maya? Hey, I remember her. That's Maya's big sister. Wow, you really do remember. Yeah, who could forget? A couple of gorgeous sisters. Hubba hubba. You hear that, Nick? Gorgeous. Oh yeah, that's right. When I defended Larry, Mia was still alive. Wait, is there someone else in this list? Oh, it's him. My friend picked up Ron Delight's wallet while working on the night of the crime. Oh, did I guess I can ask you about this. So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office? You need to get into the room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Keycard updated in the court record. You could go to the police and show them the evidence, and then the police could go do an investigation like a detective is supposed to do. Maybe Larry is psychic too, but only when it comes to women. Hubba hubba. Hubba hubba. Ooh, ooga. Just go full cartoon wolf. Just big eyes, slamming his hands on the tables and stomping his feet. Whistling the whole bit, just all out, all the way through. Okay, tell me about this wallet. You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious. You know what I was interested in? You know what I was interested in. If Masked Star to Mask doesn't look out, he's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. That's assuming that Ron's even the one responsible. Oh yeah. Do you know anything about... What about this? Does anything come to mind? Listen, I'm a security guard. I'm here to sell you juicy bits of info and chew the fat, man. Funny, you had no qualms about selling samurai dogs just 2 years ago. Yeah, when he was at the park. Okay. I don't... Oh, KB Security. Okay. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes, yes, sigh. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess? Well, if you fly down the road, anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordy Taylor, right? It would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. If Rhonda Light was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa. Then he couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Ah. Hey, Nick, your phone. Beep. Hello? Is this the right residence? Pearls? Where are you? I thought I'd go to the Lordy Taylor to try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says Zavari when he's excited. Luke Adamy, ace detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. Alright, I am a little scared. Beep. Alright, let's go. Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounded like a real cutie. She is literally 9 years old. Another one of your, special friends? Shoot the man? Yeah, if I could. Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry? Wait, hold on. Can I present Pearly? Wait, hold on. Can I just absolutely kick this man in his stupid face right now, please? Oh, what a cutie. Hey, Nick. So what's the deal between you and this girl?
Right to jail. Yep.
Yep. Straight to jail. Hey, that's my cousin. Her name is Pearl Faye. Pearl, huh? Too bad. Never date two girls with the same name. That's one rule I can't break. I think the fact that she's only 9 years old would break some rules. Wait, hold on. I think the fact that she's only 9 years old would break some rules somewhere. Is that not illegal in this country? Is this country not have a legal age of consent? Is that why everyone was in love with that 15-year-old in the last one? Is because there's no, like, legal age of consent? What? Okay, that's gross. Yeah, someone needs to get down to whichever company made this and get some arrests going, because that's not okay. That's not okay. That's really messed up, actually. Oh my god. I would have never guessed that was that messed up. I thought the 15-year-old thing was one thing, because at least that ties into with Japan's law about 14-year-olds. I did not expect a 9-year-old to be on the plate as a thing. That's messed up. For Japan, I think it was 13 forever. Yeah, I remember we talked about that before, with the 15-year-old that worked at the circus. But Pearls is 9. That's gotta be illegal. There's no way that's acceptable. Ah, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya. Pearly. I never thought I'd see the two of you again. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last? Oh, the bag's new. Now that you mention it, examine this large, obvious bag. This bag. I'm sure it wasn't here before. Looks quite full. I wonder what could be.
That man should be arrested immediately.
Yes, exactly. Hey, Nick, come on. Open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true, and truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. Eek! He's here. What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law of flagrant? Oh, ignoring the law so flagrantly. Okay. Yeah, just shoot Larry. Okay. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial, Zavari. Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? What?
Words are hard.
This isn't on me, team. I'm reading it as it is written. Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? What does that mean? Been there, Sir William, been there. Look, you're in a committed relationship, all right? That's one thing. I don't know what this has to do with anything. Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's going to be really exciting. What? What is happening? Tomorrow's trial. What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Adamy, will take the stand. And then, Zavari, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators. Co-conspirators? Hee. You're quick on the defensive, I see. However... Oh, flagrantly. Yeah, flagrantly. I don't see that word very often. Yeah, words are hard. I haven't seen flagrantly in a long time, alright? Sorry. Kind of defensive, I see. However, it is not like... It's not that I... Wait. It is not I that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. What are you talking about? Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Gadot. Like Gal Gadot? Like the actress? Gadot? The mask's identity. You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is the mask. Hee. My dear lady, times may change, but people, sadly, do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. What? God OT? God of things? Oh, is that what Gadot stands for? Or are you just making up God OT? Who is Gadot? Who is this Gadot person? It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Gadot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Gadot, a legend or a myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Prosecutor Gadot? But the best prosecutor in this country isn't Gadot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Edgeworth isn't here, so that's not true either. Yeah, Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot. I literally said that. Are you behind? Are you like 30 seconds behind? Marco, give me a polo. Isn't that right, Nick? Polo. Okay, yeah, you guys aren't that far behind. That's like maybe like 5 seconds. That's normal. Don't give me polio. Just deaf then? Oh, okay. Well, you're probably sleepy, so... It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But ace prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Gadot as the best in this country. And you agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Adamy of the prosecutor's office. Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is this Gadot really that strong? Do you remember hearing about someone like that? Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Looks like we've done investigating for the day. Hee 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 hee. Sir Lawyer, the stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. Okay, so I'm guessing the urn was inside of that bag and he is, in fact, basically the detective against him himself. All the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the defense, is for the dance to begin. A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. To be continued. Are you excited, or are you just like dancing dinosaurs? Both things are acceptable and can be true at the same time. I'll replace this one. I'm liking that my computer hasn't shut itself off again, which means we're probably okay. It's been 2.5 hours. October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 4. You said dance. I sent dancers. I said dance? Did I say dance? Well, either way, I appreciate the dancing dinosaurs. Hey, Nick. Oh, let the dance... Okay, well, that's on him. I didn't say that. I'm quoting the writer of this. Hey, Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the Mask Star to Mask Glossy I bought. I don't... Like, the chin could be under there. The butt chin, cleft chin thing could be under there. I just don't see his nose fitting underneath this mask. Not that this universe has ever required anything to be physically accurate to make it work. Just, I don't see his nose fitting underneath this mask. You bought this? Where? From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. It's true. Shot of masked star to mask striking a pose. Added to the court record. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me, 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 me. Ugh, he's at it again. I sent the calling card to the Lordy trailer. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say, oh, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you, yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please? Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Tessie, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually the thief is, me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. Why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. See, like, she has a pretty small nose. I still could see it being her. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is masked star to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Light, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. October 13th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 6. Oh, we finally meet this guy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. So this guy is all over the artwork for this Ace Attorney Trilogy thing. I've seen him around other places too, but I wasn't sure what his relevance to this module was, but I guess it's good to see him. I'm curious if I know they're gonna have to explain what this eye thing is, right? Is it like a Geordie LaForge like seeing thing? So because he's blind or something? What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to? What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments for both sides. Wow, that might be the most relevant and correct thing the judges ever said. Hold him in contempt. In the last module, we literally had a woman running around who was physically assaulting people, and they didn't care. Don't hold him to it? No. That's why this is literally the smartest thing he's ever said. Anything else this judge said is complete gibbering nonsense. But this at least makes some amount of sense. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I'm Gadot, legendary prosecutor. I never lose a case. I've never lost a case. Ah, he's the one that Detective Adamy was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha, none. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begins their lives as a mere sapling. What? Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Ha! Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts. What is happening? This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally met, Mr. Phoenix Trite. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I returned from the depths of heck to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo? It's not Gobo, it's Gadot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder, how much can you withstand before you and your case break in two? Better than whipping people anyway? Yes, I will give him that. He's just kind of arrogant. I'll take that over physical assault. I still don't like it. It's just better than being hit in the face with a whip. Well then, let's hear from the witness, the first witness. Detective Gumshoe. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. Irk. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Masked Star Damask crimes. Masked Star Damask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordy Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Masked Star Damask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. So then the actual identity of this Masked Star Damask is Mr. Gadot. What are you? What? We're in the middle of the trial here, Mr. Gadot. Blacker than a moonless night. Hotter and more bitter than heck itself. That is coffee. What? I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, it's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial? Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show it wasn't Mask Star to Mask who stole the urn. What? Okay. Interesting. Mask Star to Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep. Nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zavari, author of... It's true. I'm a Zavari, author of thieves. Author of thieves? An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. Oh, Zavari, authority of thieves? The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. Press harder. What? Somebody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. Isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zavari, do you? Who is this person, Zavari? He sounds German. His name is Luke Adamy, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? He's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. Seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. It's because Detective Adamy stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lordy Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature, but we're not releasing that information to the general public. We're absolutely certain that this card is real. I'm sure you can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask Star to Mask's emblem. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lord Lee Taylor. His 5th heist, and your 5th mess up? Huh? Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I messed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? It looks like he's really got it in for the Detective Adamy. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art piece. Art pieces? Like what, for example? Well, his first art was the famous Tear of Emanon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the Crown of Bongora. You know, the thing you put on your head. Tear of no name, yeah. Crown of Bongora. Yeah, I don't know. Is that anything backwards? You're better at that than I am. No, I have to hit this one. Okay, after that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Magina. Anejami? Sir, Detective Adamy retrieved the portrait of Magina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Nothing really for the others? Okay. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. That's why we're sure it was Mask Star to Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. Finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since the robbery seems to fit all of these conditions, that's right. It means that the mask, Star Damask, is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Masked Star Damask who stole the urn. There's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Masked Star Damask. But also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Masked Star Damask that did it, maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Masked Star Damask that did it. Masked Star Damask is a master thief that first started his career. Okay, so how do I prove it wasn't Masked Star Damask who did it? 6 months ago. I haven't done it since his calling card before he even commits the crimes. Wait, there was something I remember kind of being in this one. It sounded a little weird. It was more about the thief. Look, it's probably meant to say authority. The fact that the guy can show up to my finger shows that he's so good at his pal. Okay, press harder. Huh? Got it. More someone who's more the police. I mean, I missed after all. It shows that he didn't manage to retrieve the last item of the item stole. So it's need to be more even now. So he's confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. It was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card. What was that? That was weird. Seeing stuff. I must be tired. His pattern is to always go after the most precious item at the... Oh, I wonder if... Well, the treasure is supposedly priceless but has no monetary value. Always go after only the most precious art pieces? I wonder if that has no monetary value that actually... like, voids what he's saying? Huh. I'm gonna save and then we'll try it. I have no problem save scumming through all of this. Because this module is absolutely insane with the stuff it wants you to... Does this work? Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little is the question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I mean from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisal I spoke to said that they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not that kind of item that Masked Star Damask would normally go after. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Masked Star Damask? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but... Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Masked Star Damask or not? What do we have to say about that, Mr. Godot? This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Masked Star Damask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Masked Star Damask. Methods of fake. Oh my god, my tongue is apparently failing. A fake Star Damask? Fake Star Damask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm going to have to prove it. And it proved that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake at Damascus. I'm guessing... Guessing it's this photo. Let me see something. Because he's got the right hat, but he's missing his giant medallion thing in that photo. So I'm wondering if that's the correct reaction. I'm guessing both of those might work. Photo of a storeroom entrance taken by the camera on the night of the crime. I'm going to try this. Proof is right here. Oh. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Ha. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. Yeah, it's got to be the lack of the neck thing is the only thing I can think of. Unless you're going to go with the colors not on the box, even though the color was on the box? I'm going to try the neck thing first, and then if it's not the neck thing, it's right here, of course. You mean Mask Star to Mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. In that publicity photo I bought this morning. The problem I have with the security cam photo is the brooch of Damask's chest. A breach? Here? Bailiff? Get my steed. We need to retreat at once. What? Wait, what? Is this judge having like pre-World War I flashbacks? What is going on? A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on? Clasp, huh? Ah, I see now. But the Mask Star to Mask in the security camera photo, he has no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordy Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Mask Star to Mask is a fake. I've been fooled again. Order. It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Hey, now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Gadot, you deserve some blame in this too? How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ha. The brooch you're talking about... Do you mean this? That's Mask Star to Mask brooch? Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. I don't remember. Oh, he must be talking about the Ame statue because he doesn't know the difference. Buddha statue? He must mean the Ame Faye statue, right. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. Grr, this guy is one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Rhonda Light's fingerprints. What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. It appears to have been torn off some clothing? There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Damask brooch added to the court record. Found in the shadow of Ame Fei's statue. Looks like it was torn off of some clothing. Huh. You mess with the Gadot, and you get burned. Grr, he's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh. I thought he was saying, huh, like, huh? Wait, that's not who I thought it was, but I get he was saying, like, it's time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Like, huh, I guess so. 1 second is 1 drip of coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh, silence. Hee. Now I see, it's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zavari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Ha, not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Are they just like gaslighting Phoenix Wright? Like, what is going on? The judge is smarter than like the prosecution and the witness. What is happening? Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Adamy, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime you were all alone on the security detail. You've heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. What I witnessed. Okay, it's fine. Just stay with it, team. What I witnessed. I was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. Okay. That's when my nemesis, the infamous masked star Damask, dancingly descended upon me. Okay, we know this already fake because the photo from the camera was taken, I think, well, actually I'll have to double check. That might have been, it might have been after 1. I thought it was 12:58, but it might be 1:58. This one, my nemesis, the infamous masked Damask, dancingly descended upon me. As I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Okay, that also is wrong. Wait, 30 minutes later, so you didn't get a clear look at the criminal. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. What is up with the judge? Is he taking like his Mentats and he's just on it today? Well, Sir Old Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of an ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great masked star Damask, my arch enemy. That's what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. What I witnessed. Cross-examination? Okay, let me check this photo again, because I was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. Hold on. Oh no, that's the publicity one. That's not what I need. Okay, it's 58 a.m., so that must make it No. That puts it before 1 o'clock, right? Because 11 would be 2300 hours. Then you would roll over at 12 to 0. So that means that this photo of the mask was taken at 12:58, right? Am I wrong about that? And if he says the guy didn't show up until 1, that means that this photo is wrong. Something's wrong here. It doesn't have a date on it, which kind of sucks, but... Okay, well, we got to cross-examine him anyway. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. So that would have been 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it. Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said they've never spotted the thief at the crime scene before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your... pigeony head, that is. I guess I can kind of see that. In any case, that's when my nemesis, the infamous Masked Star Damask, dancingly descended upon me. Dancingly? Dancingly descends. From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby dub you Ace Dunce. Yes, second. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Wait. How did... Okay, so here's a second contradiction to this. How did Damask get the sword from across the room and then come back and hit him in the head with it? Okay, this guy is definitely either the fake Damask or something. As I begin to turn... You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask, that's all that I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? I do. I have multiple problems with this whole scenario. Good, then let's continue with the testimony. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do anything? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out? And you lost your memory, too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. Wow, nice burn. It may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflective parts seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then, 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. 30 minutes later. Okay. There's something suspicious about Detective Anime. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell us such an obvious lie? Okay, I've got two things that could prove otherwise, and I'm not sure which thing I need to do. Because approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed, right? Which is technically fine. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Masked Star Damask, dancingly descended upon me. So it's... Okay, I'm going to save because I don't know which one is the correct answer here. I got two contradictions to what this idiot's telling me right now. Okay, so is it gonna be this? Or is it gonna be the sword? Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? Okay, so it's gotta be the sword then. I think we want to make points with the judge. Okay, so it's gotta be the sword? When my nemesis infamous began to turn, the coward struck a blow. Okay, so actually the founder of the moved to the night of the crime. Knocked out during the crime with a blow to the back of the head. So this? No. Okay. Objection denied. I had to turn the darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Okay, is it now I gotta present the security cam photo? Nope. Oh my god. So, 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. What was the photo? Found in the shadow of Ame Fences, looks like it was torn off of some clothing. What about the fingerprints thing? Treasure exhibit poster. So, the best during a crime with a blow to the back of the head. Saw me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Okay, maybe it's got to be this photo, or it's got to be the sword. I just don't know which. Okay. So is it the sword here? I don't know. Okay, so it's approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. Wait, it was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. But doesn't the date change at 12? That's when my nemesis, the infamous masked star to mask, dancingly descended upon me. Okay. So is it the sword here? Maybe this is one of the ones I gotta ride to the end and then it'll tell me something? Minutes later, I used the emergency phone to notify the police. Think about the camera the night of the crime. This is all stuff we're gonna use in the second half of this. Oh, went off at around 1 a.m. on the night. Okay. So, in the turn, the coward struck a fire. Okay, maybe it's this is what I need then. Nope, it's not this either. I'm very sure, Mr. Wright. Objection denied. What? I got 3 pieces of evidence to contradict this guy's testimony, and they're not accepting any of them. The warehouse camera went off around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous master, densely depended upon me. Is it? Is that before a heist? Wait, it's not a... Much a thief who steals valuable works of art since a calling card before a heist. Also, I don't know why they rearranged this. Godot, a prosecutor is shrouded in mystery. He seems to know me somehow. Oh, I guess the reveal of who this is going to be underneath is going to be important? As I began to turn, the coward struck a blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could find a single strike. Emergency phone to notify the police. Is that what this is about? Your Honor, that sentence contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? What? Something suspicious about Detective Anonymity. I have not noticed when the thief came in. Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. That can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell us such an obvious lie? 1 o'clock. Maybe it's the statue when it talks about he descended upon him? Alright, this evidence. No? Because he mentioned something about a cloak? Is that what they want? Because his cloak doesn't blend in. What's with my nemesis infamous? Hold on. Dancing distantly. From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So he neither danced nor someone please save me. That you didn't notice the thief. My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. Even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. RW Ace Dunce. Began to turn. The coward struck a fierce blow upon my head, my noble head. Am I missing something? I have to be. What? Like, I mean, I looked it up. Okay, you got to tell us because I have no idea what I'm missing here. This happens usually at least once per trial. Present the mask brooch on the third or fourth statement. Look closely. It looks like it was ripped off of the piece of clothing, as there was a struggle at some point at the heist. And oh, that's what they want? That it wasn't a one-shot knockout, that he actually fought? Oh, okay, okay. Turn. The coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. I did a single strike. Okay, okay. Okay, let's try this then. Alright, thank you. And the only person to have made an mass struggle is Adamy. He was the only one person at the crime scene that night. So does that mean Adamy fought with the thief? I lie. Okay, Mr. Adamy, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Aha, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Damask. It is, in point of fact, Master Damask's brooch. It's out on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ha, elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off. Ah. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing that I can think of. Thank you, Ika. There's only one person that was in the position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on the security duty that night, you, Detective Adamy. What time is it? No. We're gonna have to wrap it up here anyway, but I'm happy to be past at least that part. Detective Adamy, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving a false testimony is a serious crime. I know. Wait just a moment, Sir Old Timer. Okay, right there's a good, I think that's a good place to see, because we're about to hit the next step in this. We'll save it there, and we'll find out why he lied next time. That's a good place, I think, to call it. Right there. Okay, back to the title screen. Alright. There we go. We got this one started, and we got stuck on kind of a silly part, but that's fine. I have all the other evidence to contradict this guy's story. It just, we're missing this one bit. So, thank you, Ika, for looking that up again. Thank you so much. Of course, all the lurkers, though, thank you so much. You have the Twitch world go round. Anybody who checks the VODs here on Twitch or checks the VODs in the YouTube repository, thank you so much. Seeing those numbers helps keep me motivated. I think that's about got it. We still have the special event coming up January 1st, as far as I know, or as of right now, should still work out. We're going to have to do a team search them, and then we're going to switch over after we finish that up to the Discord event where we'll be watching The Princess Bride. Classic. Have a nice night, Celsius. Thanks to you too. Everyone out there, thanks for hanging out, and I hope you have a good one, whatever it is you're up to. I think that's it. I'm happy we were able to get through this with only one major technical issue. Thank God. But yeah, that'll be it for me, everyone. Yeah, I think so. Thanks again, everyone. Hope to see you back on Tuesday for Dredge. Yeah. Bye.